Making your own gym program is not even half as hard as everyone online seems to make it out to be. In fact, this video is going to show you that it's easy to make one. I'm going to go through the exact steps you need to take to make the best program that suits you and will work as a roadmap to your dream body. I've been going to the gym for almost a decade now, and I've had my fair share of mistakes and hard lessons that I had to learn. I'm not a certified PT and I'm not a doctor, but I am someone who is in your position. I'm someone who has made the mistakes and learnt from my experiences. I'm someone who was once skinny and has now built a muscular body. My name is Jonathan Surtees and this is the journey from skinny to thick. Why should I make my own program? You should because of a few reasons. Reason number one is it stops you from feeling clueless in the gym. Having a set program when you're starting out is important to avoid that dreaded walking around the gym and not really knowing what you're doing kind of feeling that we've all experienced at some point or another. Number two is nobody will know your body better than yourself. If you feel as though one exercise doesn't work well for you and another one does, even though one is considered more optimal and the other one isn't, you can just switch it out for another one. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you which exercises you'll want to do and which exercises you may want to avoid. And reason three, it's exciting being creative over your own program, as you can test and have fun with different workouts and see which one works best for you. And creating your own program also gives you a sense of ownership over your own gym session, which will ultimately make you more likely to go. Now let's get straight into how to make the program. I'm going to assume you can do 3 sessions a week at the very least. So I would recommend doing a push-pull leg split. This means one day you use the muscles that push, another day you use the muscles that pull, and then the next day you use your leg muscles. If it is not possible for you to do 3 sessions a week, and you're a young guy, let's be honest, it's probably possible for you to actually get in the gym for 3 times a week. You're probably just doing a little bit of coping here. But regardless, if you can't make it for 3 sessions in the week, then you'll need to do an upper and lower body split. And then let's say you're available for 4 days, you'll want to do an upper and a lower body, then an upper and a lower body. And if you're available for 5 days, perhaps do a push-pull legs and then an upper and a lower. Or if you're available for 6 days, push-pull legs, push-pull legs. And if you're available for 7, just only do 6 workouts. Don't bother doing 7, you need the rest. Now, which exercises should I do? So I'm guessing you're starting out in the gym, and if not, then the advice would be slightly different. But if you've been going to the gym for under 6 months, we do not want to be going for the most optimal exercises. Often they take a long time to set up, as well as having an intricate movement pattern, or just an overall strange look to them. But it's optimal, bro. No, these optimal workouts are for people who have hit the ceiling of their physique and are doing anything to get them over the line. That's not where we are. For the first 2 years or so of your training, you will get the same gains doing optimal workouts as you will doing just normal people workouts. But if you trained optimal, you'll only have half the fun, with double the time and double the stress. It's best you do some research for yourself. Jeff Nippard's videos on the best to worst exercises for each muscles are really great, and he provides really good scientific evidence, as well as which ones might take the most time and which ones are easiest and hardest to set up, and everything of the like. So what I would usually do is I would take 2 exercises from the 2 top tiers of one of these videos, and then I would implement them into my own workouts. Do this for every muscle group. It's really that simple. With that being said though, the exercises I believe to be completely non-negotiable are dumbbell incline chest press, lateral raises, tricep rope pull down, preacher curls, and cable back rows. These are all super easy to set up, easy to get the form right, and easy to make gains on. Okay, let's say you have at least 2 exercises for each muscle group now. If you're doing an upper body then a lower body split, put the 1 exercise per muscle group that you want to do the most. And if you're doing a push-pull leg split, always put the exercises that you want to be best at first in the workout. This is because your muscles will be less fatigued and you'll also be more raring to go in order to get that lift done. As a general rule, the first exercise of a session will be the one that you'll be able to put the most power into. For example, if I've got a push day, and I want to work my tricep the most, I will put the tricep rope extension first before I work my chest. So now we have the first exercise of our workout. Let's go through the rest. This is how I do it. So you have these 2 exercises per muscle group, okay? Figure out which muscle you want to work the most and put your favorite and most exciting exercise for that muscle first in the workout. Then put your favorite and most exciting exercise for your second most important muscle in the workout next. Then do the same for the last muscle. Then keep this order for your second workout as well. This gives you plenty of time to rest in between sets, and also means you still reap the benefits of ordering them in importance, because the last exercise of the day will likely be the one that you're most fatigued for, whereas the one closer to the middle, the more important ones, you will have more power to give to. So now that you've done this, your session should look something like this. It does? Great. Now how many reps and sets should we do for each exercise? For the big compound movements, which means it's a lift that works more than just one muscle, like bench press, back rows and squats, 3 sets of 12 will work pretty perfect for this. Your triceps and your biceps, you can do 3 sets of 15, and more smaller concentrated muscles such as the side of your shoulders or your forearms or your calves, for example, they could do 3 or 4 sets of 20 at a much lower weight. I need to emphasize that. Make sure these are at a lower weight, but make sure you are at least going close to failure on the first 2 sets and then going to failure on the last. I personally go to failure on every set, which means my 3 sets of 12 kind of becomes 1 set of 12 and then 1 set of 10 and then 1 set of 9. You can do it this way, but starting out the first 2 sets close to failure and then going to failure will probably be best for you. So now we have our exercises. How often should we do these sessions? So as I said before, 1 day of full body, 2 upper and lower, 3 push-pull legs, 4 upper lower, 5 push-pull legs, upper lower, and then 6 push-pull legs. Again, do not work 7 days a week. Don't do it. Now, how do I figure out how much weight I can do? There's only one way that you can solidly find out how much you can lift, and that's by lifting. Start at a lower weight, do a set of however many reps you're going to do for that exercise. So for example, if it's bench press, do a set of 12, and then if you can do that easily, go up a weight, and then go up another weight, and another weight, until you get to a point where you can't do 10 reps. So you've gone to failure. You do 10 reps, you try the 11th, and you can't do it. At that point, you know how much you should be starting at on your next workout. This is because you've been trying so many different reps and different sets that your body has started to become fatigued. And due to that, it has started to lose a little bit of power. So next time you go to the gym, once you're rested and you've got all of your energy back, you'll be able to do that set that you just failed on for 12. Again, this is going to be similar with all of them. For example, if you're trying to find your lateral raises and you're going to do them for 20, just keep upping the weight until you kind of fail at 15 or something, and then the next session that you're in, you'll probably be able to do it for at least 18, which is close enough to 20. So now we have our exercises, how often we should do them, how many sets and reps that we're going to do them for, and how much weight we are lifting. Now all we have to do is do it. So here's my number 1 tip for starting in the gym. When you enter the gym, make sure you have a plan with you. We've just made your workout session. We've just made your program for the day. Make sure you bring this in either written down on a book or on an app. I personally use the Gymshark training app. I'm not sponsored at all. It's just a really beneficial app for me. Going in prepared will help fuel your workout, as you'll actually know what you're doing. And it will also help you avoid that embarrassing looking around, trying to be saved by a machine that's not going to come to you. Bring the program we made today, go with confidence, and watch this video.